now she's refusing to make love. Now what? You're not alone. Too many good men are feeling trapped. Like women are the gatekeepers to the thing that men need the most. Because intimacy and pleasures of the flesh are the one thing that you're not supposed to share with anyone else. Now what? It's not fair. To me, it's like if you joined a football team and your teammates refuse to show up for practice or the games because they're not in the mood or they're busy, but you're not allowed to play with another team. It's not fair. What do you do? Men say to me, well, if she's not playing with me, then she must be playing with somebody else. And probably not. She doesn't love me. I don't feel worthy. Is this it the rest of my life? Like my client will call him Joe. And he said something I hear way too often. I'm staying until the kids turn 18. I'm done begging. He and his wife, we'll call him Jane, they went to therapy. He was jumping through hoops trying to make her happy. But the ironic thing is that the harder that they tried, the less attractive they became to each other. So what do? Stay stuck like roommates? Do they leave? Do they cheat? It's not fair. What do you do now? This isn't what you signed up for. The truth is, they're both stuck. They're both feeling cheated in their relationship out of the one thing they both want, feeling loved, feeling chosen, feeling wanted and desired. As I say, is she going to get to the end of her life and go, whew, thank God I never made love to my husband? Or is she going to break up with him and then go have sex with somebody else? Today, I'm going to explain why sex changes when you get into a relationship and why it should. I'm going to give you the unspoken reasons that she's refusing to make love. And stay with me because I'm going to give you the simple shift and an exercise that changes everything for my clients. I realized early on that nothing was speaking to men's needs, men's languages in relationships. I'm Amy Keller. I created the Intimacy Game Plan where intimacy is practiced, not just talked about. I use sports strategy to take you from roommates to playmates. So hit subscribe and let's get into it. First, why does this happen in so many relationships? The easy answer is that after the honeymoon phase comes the power struggle. The power struggle is when you're thinking, don't tell me what to do. It's when you start feeling resentment and frustration. You're thinking, maybe it would be easier with a different team. Listen, it's natural. It's human nature to be defensive and feel competitive. Like athletes. Athletes literally have a practice so that they can remind themselves that they're on the same team. They practice connection. For Joe, whenever there was a break in their intimate connection, he would feel the void and he'd watch porn. He would check out to fantasy. That was his distraction. And it was also causing him a shame spiral. And for Jane, she was refusing to have sex with him because of porn. She was monitoring his phone and his browser history. He was hiding his needs. She was hiding herself emotionally, physically, sexually. They were both unhappy. But from the outside, they look like a really happy couple because, in truth, they love each other. But no matter how much they love each other, they're two completely different people with different moods, appetites, and languages, especially around intimacy, sex, love, and relationships. Jane wants to talk about it. Joe wants to make it. And that's why they ended up in therapy, talking, working on it endlessly. But how is that going to help their love life? What now? You can't talk your way to intimacy or a great sex life. Women tell me the unspoken reasons that they don't want to have sex with their partners that they can't tell you, their therapist, their doctor, anyone. This is what I hear. I don't like the way he kisses me. I don't like the way he touches me. I don't like the way he does oral. He still has the same moves that he did when he was 20. And if she says that to you or to your therapist, it's going to be, ouch. What are you going to do about it? Now what? And sometimes sex is complicated. Like for Joe, he was dealing with porn-induced erectile dysfunction. Even when he did get some, sometimes there were problems. Now what? And for her, there was shame in her past. Sometimes sex is uncomfortable or even painful. There's hormones, there's dryness. And if it doesn't feel good for her, she's not going to want to do it. What are they going to do? Talk about that in therapy? The therapist told Joe that he had to respect her no. Oh, now they're still both stuck. They've gone to therapy to get help, and now they're just going to talk about it. But you can't talk about it. Intimacy isn't what you say. The problem is we think of sex as penetration and an orgasm. So if penetration and an orgasm doesn't happen, is it still sex? Hmm. I taught them a simple technique that shifts it from sex to pleasure and giving and receiving pleasure. That's a skill. And she can't tell you what to do. She's thinking, he should know. But how? Does an athlete figure out or automatically know how to play football? No. Where do we learn about intimacy, how to be a relationship, partners and lovers for life? When you think of your relationship as an intimacy team, when you have plan, a practice, when you have games, when you have championship games, when you're running drills, that's when you really start to feel like a functioning relationship, like you're both getting your needs met. Think of your therapist as a referee who's right or wrong when it comes to those arguments. But as a coach, I'm on both of your sides. When you win, I win. Intimacy is a skill, and your relationship is a sports team. It's a team skill. And sex changes because it should. Now that you've made the team, you want to up level it. You don't want to use the word sex, just like we don't call football a touchdown. Now you are playing with pleasure. Some of my clients have had a huge change just by not using the word sex and by scheduling heart time. This happens because you get stuck in the power struggle. But just like an athlete, if you didn't have a practice, you would stay stuck. So instead, shift that you're no longer in the power struggle, you're now in the practice phase. And whatever the reasons are, whatever excuses that there aren't sex, you're not jumping through hoops, you're not trying to fix anything because you're not broken. You're an intimacy team that's missing the most important part, the practice. That's what gives you the love of the game. So switch from sex to pleasure and take turns giving and receiving, getting to know each other intimately. I'm going to teach you how to take it from junior to varsity. And the practice really is the best part. As Joe said, she's into it. Yeah, she is, because when you learn from me, it's no longer a chore, it's a pleasure. And Jane said, he's not only participating, he's leading it. This is what was missing. I hear from so many people, I wish we had this from the start. I understand, so did I. And if you're worried that she won't do it with you, there's no way she's going to do this with me, that's because you're in the power struggle. And I designed this so that men can take the lead. You're the team captain. And that's what Joe did. So what now? Hit subscribe, hit notifications, give me a like, and let me know in the comments, are you stuck in the power struggle? Are there unspoken reasons why you're not making love? Leave me a heart in your favorite color because I'm Amy Color and I would love to know that you're here. And if this resonates with you, I've got a system, the intimacy game plan that takes you from roommates to playmates without just talking. And it's not woo-woo, it's science. I've taken my certifications in couples and sex therapy, my research in neuroscience, my years of practicing Tantra, and merged it with sports strategy so that we can be partners and lovers for life. And it works. It's proven and it's science-backed. You'll find links in the description. And in the meantime, stay connected to yourself, each other, and me. And I'll see you soon. Sound good? Mm-hmm.